Neo investors, I think we need to have a chat. Welcome to Stockflix. If you're new to the channel, this is a place where you get the best in class stock picks. I'm a former banker, but I come on here every day to talk about stocks and shares. That's my passion. Over here, we talk about Xpeng, we talk about Tesla, we talk about Workhorse, but today we're talking about Neo. Now, right now, I feel like there's two different sides. You have Neo lovers, Neo supporters, and you have Neo skeptics, Neo short sellers. But what I think is interesting for both sides, whether you're a Neo supporter and an investor and a holder, or a skeptic, is the risks associated with Neo. Because as a responsible investor, I think it's very important that we really analyze the risks. And as I look to increase my stake in Neo, I'm more focused on the risks of the asset, what it's not doing well, where it has areas for improvement, what might go wrong, what might make that share price tank. And in this video, I want to go through some of the most important picks of Neo's flaws, Neo's risks, go through them, tear them apart, and deliver them to you guys. Before I start, please do leave a like on this video. Please do help this video get to 100 likes. It really does help the channel out. That's all I can ask for. Without further ado, sit back, relax, and enjoy. Let's talk about Neo. So first up, guys, I want to talk about Neo's competition, and mainly I'm talking about Tesla. So if you don't know, Tesla are coming out with their Model Y, their made in China version, and that is being set to be released early 2021. Now this is noted as a direct competitor to Neo's ES6 model. Now Tesla's model is coming in cheaper at about $41,000. The base price for the ES6 from Neo's line is around $52,000 to $54,000. So obviously this looks like it's going to undercut Neo. It's going to steal their market share, be more dominant in the market, and Neo's just going to fizzle out of the mid-size SUV range and have to do something else, maybe compete with Solo or something. But this isn't exactly true, and this is one of the big points that Citroën made in their report, in their thesis. I've got a video on that, I'll leave a link for that. Digging deeper, that is not the case. What is actually the case is that, yes, the base model for the ES6 from Neo's line is around $52,000 to $54,000, but you have to remember, Neo have their battery as a service. With a battery as a service, the cars don't come with a battery, you lease the battery separately on a monthly arrangement, and that makes the car price a lot cheaper. And in this case, we're talking $10,000 cheaper. Because it's $10,000 cheaper, it now means it's pretty much the exact same price as the Tesla Model Y. So I don't think there's actually a case there for Tesla undercutting Neo and that being one of the threats. It's more about which brand has the better image, which brand is going to sell more in China. And what I've realized is Chinese companies actually do very well in China. The domestic market really does support their own homegrown brands. So if you look at Huawei, the mobile phone manufacturer, they actually sell more of their units than iPhones sell in China. That just goes to show you the sheer support that the Chinese economy have for their own domestic brands. So as you know, Tesla is a US brand selling in China, or to be selling in China, their Model Y, but you have Neo, a homegrown Chinese brand selling in China. So really and truly, they are a formidable force in China. So I don't really think that Tesla have too much of an edge over Neo in this regard. So I don't think the head start Neo have over Tesla should be dismissed. Tesla are looking to start delivering their models in China early 2021. As we know, Tesla have a strong track record of missing their deadlines, being late on delivering what they say. So this could be middle of 2021, late 2021, And all this time, NIO is solidifying their position in the market. And yes, there are about 400 other Chinese manufacturers, but a lot of these don't compare. They're going to wiggle to the wayside. They're not going to be able to compete with the likes of a NIO or a Tesla. They're not going to have the technology. They're not going to have been well established and been around long enough. And it really is, and it really does come down to the brand. And NIO have a really strong brand on the home ground. So the third biggest risk I see to NIO is its overvaluation. Now, yes, NIO is trading about 25 to 30 times its sales. Sales are looking to be about 2.2 billion for this year. Now, if you compare that to a Tesla, Tesla's trading about 12 times. So yeah, it's trading more than double the price of Tesla. So yes, it does look very expensive, but NIO is growing. It's $2.2 billion that it's going to make in revenue this year could be well succeeded next year. It could do 50% of that. It could do double that. It has the capacity, seeing as it's going from 5,000 units to over 12,000 units available capacity in production. NIO is really gearing themselves up for a big 2021 and beyond. That revenue number could really explode, and as the revenue number explodes, the cost looks more reasonable, and it should come down to settle around where Tesla is. Tesla's still growing, so yes, that's still a high multiple. So again, it's not something that I put a lot of emphasis on. As long as I see the growth, as long as I see the path to growth, I'm a happy investor, and so should you be. So guys, before I give you what I think to be the biggest risk to NIO investors, please do remember to hit a like on this video. Please help me get this video to 100 likes. I'll be very appreciative of it. Now, what I think is the biggest risk to NIO investors is actually that I don't think NIO's chin has been tested. I'm a big boxing fan, as you can see from behind me. NIO hasn't had any bad press. It hasn't had any malfunctions in its production. It hasn't had any issues anywhere. It's almost been protected in this bubble of news. All we hear from NIO is good news, is positivity. You might get the odd short seller here and there, but what comes from within is always positive. Now, as the company grows and gets bigger, it's not going to be able to keep that ring fence around it. There's going to be some type of business issue. And this will be the first business issue it's had in a very long time. And I do think its share price will be rocked. So it's something as investors we need to prepare for. So just a couple examples off the dome. Tesla took a big left hook to the head after Battery Day. Facebook took a sensational right cross after its data protection issues, and Alibaba took a devastating uppercut after it suspended an IPO. Now, that doesn't mean that NIO is a bad company. It just means that it's going to be a speed bump along the road. Now, we as NIO investors just have to stay strong. We might see that 15, 20, 25, 30, 35% dip in a share price, but we just have to hold firm, and we know that we're fundamentally investing in a solid company and it will recover. There's other things I could bring up, like a potential failed geographic expansion into Europe, but if you don't know, there were 21 million sales of cars in 2019 in China. Now, that is a heck of a lot of cars. China is moving EV. There'll be a point in time where there's going to be a ban on sales of petrol cars. And the winners of that are going to be the electric car companies. Somebody has to supply them, and it's going to be the Teslas, it's going to be the NIOs. NIO's looking to get a sizable portion of that market. So really and truly, I don't think that NIO is relying on its expansion into Europe at all to fulfill its potential, but I think it's a nice to have, and it gives them options. So guys, that brings us to the end of today's video. I come on here each and every day to provide value to my viewers, so thank you very much for watching. Please do hit that subscribe button. We are growing as a family. It'd be fantastic to have you on board. Please do leave any questions you have in the comment section. I answer every single question. Now, all there is to do is just to wish you a very good day. Take care now.